And the third story for the day, Qantas CEO says airline will make beer bug vaccination compulsory for international travel. Oh boy, who did not see this coming? I'll take not me for $100. So ahead of Australia's Qantas airline has said airlines plans to require all international travels to be vaccinated against beer bug before boarding their flight, and predicted similar policies would be adopted worldwide. In a television interview with the Australian newspaper program A Current Affairs, it's not a newspaper program, okay? It's not a news program, it's a soap opera, okay? Let's just get that straight. Alan Joyce explained that the controversial jab may not be necessary for domestic travel, but he did say they were going to look into it. But that would be necessary for international flights entering and leaving Australia. Why would you need it for leaving Australia? We're looking at changing our terms and conditions to say for international travels that we will ask people to have the vaccination before they can get on the aircraft. Are you going to ask people, are you? What if they say no? Are you going to let them fly? I think it's going to be a common thing talking to my colleagues in other airlines around the globe. The CEO said Qantas has already begun determining whether it's necessary to impose 2-week quarantine on travels arriving in Australia. He added that the airline is already testing the waters on its aircraft for beer bug and extra precautions. Joyce has previously warned air travel will not return to pre-pandemic levels until a vaccine is widely available. But the vaccine's not going to stop it, though, is it? This is the thing that people don't get, right? The vaccination, you're still going to have to wear a face mask. Fauci has said this himself. So if we're going to still have to social distance and wear a face mask, what's the point of the vaccine? Also, if someone has had COVID, for example, do they still need the vaccination? Because they would have the best immunity to it ever. Makes you wonder why they still want to get you the jab, right? Joyce has previously, any idea of creating passports that would allow vaccinations and presumably immunity individuals from travelling freely has been floated since nearly the start of the health scare. Yes, welcome to your beer bug passport reports. Speaking at the G Summit last week, Chinese President Xi Jinping proposed introducing globally recognized health QR codes, saying it would help restore beer bug hit international trade and travel. Chinese Jinping proposed internationally a QR code. The country that made the virus is now recommending everybody has a QR code. Are you frigging for real? Qantas CEO Alan Joyce says proof of vaccination will be a condition of international air travel. Anti-vaxxers will be grounded under a new rule announced as non-negotiable condition of international air travel, according to Qantas CEO. We do actually have this video.
Conditions.
Let's listen to his actual words.
Alan, when there is a vaccine, are you going to require all of your passengers to be vaccinated before they get on a plane?
Yeah, we are looking at changing our terms and conditions to say for international travellers that we will ask people to have a vaccination before they can get on the aircraft. What do you need that domestically? We'll have to see what happens with Covid-19 in the market, but certainly for international visitors coming out and people leaving the country, we think that's a necessity.
What's the bet? It starts with international. It then becomes domestic. It then becomes that to travel from state to state, you're going to need the vaccination. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, 5 or 10 years down the track, it's going to be, you need to go to a supermarket, you're going to need to get your proof of vaccination. Because grandma at the supermarket, she might get sick. It's going to be, this is what they want. They want to go through and they want to force everybody to get this vax. And guess who wins? The companies making it. Pharma, big pharma that is selling the vax. They're the ones that are going to make billions of dollars off this. They're the ones that make billions. Oh, and by the way, if you get sick from the vax, you can't sue them. Isn't that inconvenient? Isn't that convenient? You get sick from taking it, you won't be able to sue them. Here's the thing. If you want me to take this vax, fine. If I get sick, I can sue you. Make it so that everybody can sue you if they get sick from the vax. I tell you what, you'll soon start to see these people who are in league with the big pharma. You'll soon see them start changing their minds. Although I imagine, we'll see what happens with Qantas, but I imagine there's going to be a lot of empty seats on their planes. Because if you actually go through and you actually look at their Twitter, so the story, Ellen just sent me a video of some girl dancing. Oh God. I wonder what that's about. All right. Let me go through. I'm trying to find the reply. So here it is here. This is the tweet where they're talking about it, right? So, breaking a current affair. Am I following them? Probably not. No, I'm not. I am now, though. Right, so, oh no, look, we'll be flying with someone else. I think Qantas is going to lose a lot of customers. I said that many countries will require it for entry. I think it'll be required to get back in the country or a 2-week quarantine period. Stick it up your something or other. No jab, no fly coming from an airline near you. Someone's saying great news. Yeah, little sheep. Like the comments on this is not happy. There is a lot. There is 130k quote tweets, 900 retweets, and 1.8k likes. They're getting pretty heavy ratioed at the moment, actually. Looks like I'm never traveling again. If no one books with Qantas, they'll soon change their mind. It applies to all airlines. You need to have a COVID certificate if you want to fly. Rubbish. Like, there are a lot of people that are just not happy about this. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are really not happy. I went through, I said this. First of all, air travel. Next it'll be bus travel. Before you know, you'll have to be vaccinated to go to local supermarkets. If you want the vax, they should be able to get it. But forcing people to take it is un-Australian, it's authoritarian, and it's Llewellian. And I got one like, apparently. But at the end of the day, and that's my belief on this, is that if you want to be able to, if grandma, grandpa, whatever, wants to go through and get this vaccination, fine, terrific, hey, great for you. But guess what? I shouldn't be forced to take it if I don't want to. Okay? I don't get the flu needle every year. Subsequently, I very rarely ever get the flu for more than a day or something like that. Because guess what? I got a decent immune system. Why? Because I'm not rushing out to get the flu needle every year. My mum and dad, who get the flu shot every year, who are elderly, guess what? They still get the flu because there's so many different strains of it out there. I think the flu needle only stops the top 6. Doesn't necessarily mean the other 20 aren't going to give you the flu though. And before we know with COVID that there's already reports that there's like 30 different strains or something. So, yeah, what are they going to do? Give us the jab for every one of them? Not likely. So, guess I'm not travelling anymore. Well, guess I'm going back to boat travel, I suppose. I don't know. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Personally, I warned people about this. I really, really did. People called me a conspiracy theorist. Guess what? This is what I was warning about. And before you know it, it's going to be, you need it for public transport. You're going to need it to go to the supermarket. I can see in the future that false certificates for the vaccination are going to be a high demand. They're going to be in high demand. Apart from that, guys, let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.